Panther Nation, Pantherologist, what is going on? Welcome back to yet another lunch break with Pantherology. Uh, as always, your host Clay. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. I had a lot of fun last Friday with that live stream, doing a nice little giveaway. Which, by the way, if anybody knows how to get a hold of Black Mamba 24, I would love for, unless he's in here already. I would love for him to hop on here because he won the giveaway, and I need to get his information from him so I can do that. So I can give him his Amazon gift card. But I'll have to wait. Maybe I can find him in the comment section or my comments, and maybe one of my old videos or old live streams or something. But I got to figure that out because I want to be able to give him his he won it. You know what I mean? So, he deserves it at the end of the day. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Yeah. So as you can see, we're going to be talking about a couple different things. We're going to be talking about my thoughts on the Panthers Blueprint episode 2. I watched it last night, and then Dan Orlovsky has come out with a nice little review on Bryce Young, so I kind of wanted to hop in on that. And then apparently the Carolina Panthers are still after DeAndre Hopkins. Somehow they're still in this whole sweepstakes. So we're going to dive into that. So just a couple topics there. So first things first, let's go ahead and get into the blueprint. So I love that we're doing this on YouTube. I would love to see some, I know I've seen some people say they should do a Hard Knocks series on this, but honestly, I like the Blueprint series a little bit better. It's shorter, and it's giving you multiple different things, right? The first episode was about the coaching staff, right? And then this one was more focused on our free agency and putting places for Bryce and Bradley Bozeman, getting to see what he went through with his re-signing, and how him getting all emotional, and the fact of him having a newborn child and growing his family. And then, of course, having, adding some new key additions to the offense, and then them lifting. It was just, there were so many different variables in this episode, and it gave us a chance as fans to really get to know, Adam Thielen and DJ Chark and Miles Sanders and Hayden Hurst, which we targeted this offseason. And then between some of that and some early offseason footage they added in there, which was a bunch of action of the entire offseason. And so overall, I thought it was a great episode of, really getting to know certain players in it. And then getting to see how what they did with the offseason. But yeah, really my thoughts was I thought it was a great episode. It seems like now the next episode, which is based off of watching, this one is going to be more details of the draft, how the trade went down to get Bryce, how the trade went down with the Bears that led us to get Bryce Young. And there apparently is going to show all the steps of the decisions that the team made. So looking forward to the third episode. Thought the second episode was good. I think that so far the Panthers and YouTube have done a great job with the blueprint overall. I think it was a great episode. Again, appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button. Check out betusa.com. Link is down in the description. You can also feel free to get in the comment section, guys. Feel free to get in the comment section. You can also, these are other platforms that I'm a part of that you can follow me there as well. All right, so go check it out. But yeah, so that was my thoughts on the blueprint. Overall, good episode. It was good to really get to know a lot of the players and what they go through the off season when it comes to either get signing with a new team and moving to a new team or re-signing with with us and all that good stuff. It was good to I think it gives us a different perspective when it comes to those kinds of things because we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't get to see that stuff. We get the late breaking news and that's it. you know um so, I think I love the blueprint. I love it. JSK's hopping in here saying, what's poppin', Clay? I'm very excited to go to my first NFL game this year. It's Jags Falcons, but you got to take what you can get in Europe. JSK, are you in London or Germany? That's my question. Because that's awesome. I would love to go to your Europe game, but hey, Jags and Falcons in Europe. I mean, I'm guessing you're going. I think that's in London, right? Or is that the Germany game? Jags and Falcons. Let me check. I have to look that up. I'm not sure. Jags and Falcons. Is that the UK game? Oh, that is in London. So I guess JSKU are in London. So that's pretty cool, man. That's gonna be. I guarantee that'll be a lot of fun. Um, that'll be a lot of fun. I would love to go to a Europe game. I think the UK would be sick. Going to London would be sick. So I'm from Germany, but there's no way to get tickets in Germany. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder how that works then. Wonder how that works then if they're going to be doing a Germany game. Because aren't they doing a Germany game this year in the NFL? NFL Germany game. Germany tickets. Yeah, it's the Dolphins. Dolphins and Chiefs, but those tickets sold out in 15 minutes, apparently. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. Marco Cash comes in here and says, what's up? They are, but Germany fans are storming the sale pages. That's crazy. That's so cool, though. I think it's cool that NFL is trying to do that, do the internet, get more international. I think it's a good idea. Obviously, from a marketing standpoint, right? I mean, it's a great idea. So, but overall, the blueprint second episode was good. We just got to see more. We got to get to know more of the players and what they go through the off season with signings and re-signings and moving and learning the playbooks and new coaching staff and all that. So getting to see that and getting to see guys that are just happy to be here, and seeing that aspect of it is it was just nice to see a total game changer for me. So So yeah, the blueprint was good. So let's move on to the next thing. I want to talk about Dan Orlovsky. He's come out basically raving. I mean, just raving about Bryce Young, right? We're still in June. We don't have, I mean, we basically have another month until we get into training camp. And, apparently Dan Orlovsky came out and is just all about Bryce Young because of what he's done so far, like of his first impression here, being with us. And, we held rookie OTAs, mandatory minicamp, so far this offseason. But I mean, it doesn't really give much players opportunity to really like showcase their skills. I mean, especially rookies, to the entire league, right? It's all obviously local reportings and ESPN, coming in and just giving their thoughts. But apparently, Dan Orlovsky is shocked and of how impressive Bryce Young has been so far for us. He went on to the Pat McAfee show and basically said his thoughts about Bryce Young. And I'm actually about to pull up the video here shortly. Let me get on here. I have it pulled up, and it's about. I gotta find it. Give me 1 second. But anyways, he's just ranting and raving on. He was on Pat McAfee, just ranting and raving about what he has seen from Bryce Young. I'd love to find it. Where's it at? Here it is. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen.
Carolina and Atlanta, those two teams, Pat.
What are you hearing out of camp down there? What are you hearing out of Carolina with Frank and Josh? And I know you got a lot of friends down there, obviously. So everything has just been good, out of Carolina, it sounds like.
They are shocked how impressive Bryce Young is mentally. And they had really high. I remember going back to probably like April and having conversations and just like text message conversations. And the kind of the phrase that kept getting shared with me about Bryce was elite processor, elite processor, elite processor, mentally so much more advanced than everybody else. And I think even they are surprised with how mentally advanced he is, both like football playbook wise, football feel wise, situational kind of understanding. I think that the big takeaway that they have right now, Pat, is they don't feel that there is a single part of his game that holds them back from unloading their whole playbook. And that's so rare for a rookie quarterback. You know how it is. Sometimes you give them 20% or hey, we're going to pare down our game plan for the young kid. There's not a single thing. It's actually the opposite. They honestly think that because he's so good mentally, they can expand their playbook to what it has been. And that's kind of taken them by surprise.
Very abnormal for a rookie quarterback, obviously.
And obviously, Dan Orlovsky, he's played in the NFL. Apparently, Marcos Cash, yes, you are correct. I think he was one of the considering guys for a quarterback coach job before McCown. But I think there was multiple guys on that list. It wasn't like before McCown. But I think McCown just fits better. From my understanding, his style of coaching just fits better the way this offense is going to work, and he fits better with Bryce. So, but other than that, for Dan Orlovsky to say that, I think that's, obviously it's good news. I mean, Young, I think we can all admit to this and say that Bryce Young was the best quarterback in college football last year. Maybe some people might disagree with that. I think there have been some concerns about his game, but for me, it's not even about his game. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I know I sound like a broken record, but the only thing that bothers me is his size. And that it's more, less, not his height. It's more the less of the weight. And the only thing is for me, like I've said it before and I'll say it again, I just want him to put some weight on, muscle, so that he can take the hits better. In that, but I think it's safe to say that his ceiling is his ceiling is just highly incredible. I mean, it's just super high. He's a gunslinger. And just for the fact of hearing that, I think that, when you hear those kinds of things and people ranting and raving about a guy like Bryce Young, his NFL career is already off to a good start. So, but just to hear Dan Orlovsky say that, it's just nice to hear the mass media finally saying something nice about us, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? It's not very often that Carolina gets gets to say that. Now, I know that what's his name on Fox? I see his face right now. I can never remember his name Colin Cowherd. Like, I know Colin Cowherd he thinks that we're going to win this division. He doesn't believe in Arthur or Dennis Allen or any of the other coaching staffs in our division to win this division. Now, Colin Cowherd, you could take his opinion with a grain of salt. You can take my opinion with a grain of salt. So he's one mass media guy that is high on us. I know another guy from the NFL show, I see his face, but can't remember his name either, predicts us to win this division. But we're not predicted with other, with overall of ESPN. We're not even by ESPN. We're not predicted to win that division. There's some people at ESPN that do think we will, but that's neither here nor there. So last but not least, I wanted to get into this whole DeAndre Hopkins things. And apparently we are still lurking at DeAndre Hopkins from my understanding. We are still in this whole process with him. With Scott Fitter this offseason, he did basically a overhaul with our wide receiver room this offseason, right? We signed Adam Thielen, you get DJ Chark, you get Damiere Byrd. Then you take Jonathan Mingo in the second round of the draft. But some people believe that our wide receiver room still needs a number one. Do I disagree with that? No. Do I think that we really need DeAndre Hopkins to be successful this year? No, I don't. I think that we have enough depth at the position with what this wide receiver room looks like that we can be successful this year. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. I truly believe so. I think that even if we don't have DeAndre Hopkins, if we don't sign him as a guy, get a veteran wide receiver one in here, I truly believe that with the depth that we have at the wide receiver position, we can still be a successful football team offensively because there's so much depth there. Now, the biggest concerns for me are on the other side of the ball, which is the corner depth and the pass rusher depth, which we could definitely use help there. But there has been rumors that we have been in talks with DeAndre Hopkins. And then despite out of all of that, even though we don't have a true number one wide receiver, again, I just feel that we have enough depth to be successful. I think that DeAndre Hopkins would fit in our offense great. Don't get me wrong. Arizona decided to just release Hopkins, who is 31 years old. He's dealt with some hamstring and knee issues over the years. But when he's on the field, he remains extremely productive. Now, I think having a big target like Hopkins would open up the middle for Thielen and tight end Hayden Hurst to have some more explosive plays down the field with to DJ Chark on the other side. But apparently, as of right now, because Sal Palantonio from ESPN did state that New England sounds like the leaders to sign DeAndre Hopkins. The Cleveland Browns are probably second, and then we have still been reaching out to DeAndre Hopkins. So, over the past couple of weeks, or I guess even a month, I guess you could say this going on, the Browns and the Patriots have been the two teams that have been linked up to Hopkins for the most part. Now we have the second most cap space right now in the NFL. So we'll see if if we sign him. If we don't, I won't be mad about it. If we do, I'll be happy about it. But again, for DeAndre Hopkins, the best availability or the best ability is availability, and his injury issues do concern me a little bit. But he will be our true number one wide receiver if we do sign him. He is basically from the area. He's not far away, right outside of Rock Hill, if I'm not mistaken. He played at Clemson, so it kind of would make him feel at home, I guess, maybe a little bit. But the thing is I think that DeAndre Hopkins wants to win now. He's 31 years old. He wants to win a Super Bowl. So I don't see us signing him, but we are in the hunt for him. So, but I don't see it happening. I much rather go after a pass rusher or a corner. I much rather save our depth or that cap space that we do have left. I would much rather save that for that corner depth position or that the pass rusher position. So yeah, I do owe y'all apology. I'm sorry I was not on Monday. Yesterday I was a little bit under the weather, and I was busy with work. I had to catch up on some other things. So, but again, I will be on here same time, same place, Monday through Friday, same time, same place. Friday, we're going to do basically the same thing. Everybody's welcome to come in, shoot shit. Not going to do a giveaway this Friday, but I am going to do some more giveaways. I just wanted to do, since that was the first one that I have done, I want to do some giveaways. But if anybody knows in here right now, Black Mamba 24, he won the giveaway last week. So if anybody has like any connects with him or can tag him in this somehow, like this live, that would be great because I can't find his tag for YouTube for some reason, which is weird. But I would love to give him his Amazon gift card. So if anybody knows, please let me know. But other than that, guys, that's all I've got for today. I mean, there was really not much going on besides the blueprint, the media review on Bryce Young from Dan Orlovsky, and then us being in the hunt with DeAndre Hopkins. So not much going on. I don't think there's not going to be much news, I don't think, until maybe before training camp, like the week before training camp, or maybe 2 weeks before training camp. It'll start building up with some more. But other than that, I doubt that we are going to see much news. I do predict that Brian Burns will get signed before training camp. So I think that's something that's going to happen. Hopefully, maybe we'll get signed some guys before training camp, like another corner and another pass rusher. Guys to keep in mind and keep a lookout for is Marcus Peters and Jadeveon Clowney. Those are guys that have been mentioned before with our franchise that could be potential signees before training camp. So be on the lookout for that. There are some other ones out there as well, but those have been the main two I've seen most. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll sign somebody. I'm hoping that we'll re-sign Burns before the training camp and then bring in another pass rusher and a corner to help with that rotation before training camp and get everybody up to speed before the preseason starts. So appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, most of y'all already subscribed in here because I have it set to subscribers only. And make sure you click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new lives. But same time, same place here, 12:30 p.m. EST, lunch break with everyone. Appreciate y'all joining the live stream and continue showing your support. We are on the road to 5K, so every little bit helps. All right. So other than that, guys, as always, keep pounding.